All right, we're on to the final Hampshire Bear and the first Hampshire Gilt in this particular pin. We're on to lots 19 and 20. We're going to start with lot 19. This would be the male pig here. This is a Hampshire Barra, still carrying a little bit of swelling here, but he's an exclamation back on Carly Sow, which Carly was the Eduardo. Everyone knows that Brantley won Perry with last year. This is her second litter. This is one of the younger pigs in the sale, but in terms of quality, we think this bear here is one that's going to last a good while. He probably gets into that August setting of the group. Not going to say that on many at this particular size of the purebred things, but I do think he could stretch into August and still be a competitive pig in June and July, but I think his best day will be the July-August setting. Exclamation should not need much of an intro. First crop on the ground is very, very good. Exclamation's a littermate champion reserve bear there at Louisville last year, the Heimer bred hog, and one that was up for litter of the year. Pigs have been good. We bred this Carly sow to him, and I think that it worked awfully well. And this pig here is one's proportional. He's good enough in terms of frame and length ratio. A hog that's really good looking. He's green and immature in his type and kind. And as I've said on the other ones in this, the male pigs, they'll downsize, they'll bulk up and add power. The bigger ones in the group always are like that, but they will moderate and be powerful. And this hog here has enough look and design. Once he powers up and moderates even more, I think he's got some set in him, and I think a hog that is good in terms of squareness, feet and legs, and still having look and design. I think that one's got a pretty high ceiling on down the way and got some road time for darn sure. The first gilt we're going to offer is 100-1. This would be a December gilt. We offered the litter mates in the last sale. She wasn't quite as ready. She got kicked back to the next group, and she's ready now. She is pretty good, I guess the best way to put it. She is one that Hampshire gilts in this sale, I'm as high as I've ever been in terms of just depth of quality. There's two different sow lines we're working with here. We've got the Heimer line. We've got granddaughters and daughters of that, and then we've got the Corb sow with herself and then daughters of those. This will be the only one out of the Heimer line. So her mother would be Eduardo Click 285. Mother's a littermate to Whitney Stevenson's champion Hamp Bear there a few years back from Perry. And then sired by Fundamental as well. So Fundamental's a littermate to Brantley's champion bear there at Expo. This gilt here, I think, reads as a big ring gilt in terms of her look, design, her presence. Great on her feet and legs. She's square, she's comfortable, and one that's wicked looking from the side. Awesome in terms of her levelness and her correctness of her top line. She's got shape, dimension, her angles are good. And I think after feeding a bunch out of this sow line, another one that's going to power up and just moderate and everything matches. The ones that look like this will be tremendously good at the end. And she's going to be one that can still jackpot, but she'll be a hammer in the big ring when it's said and done.